morning, students. Today we are continuing with chapter 3rd, electrochemistry. Now the topic is variation of conductance, conductivity, molar conductivity with dilution or concentration. First, conductance. How it depend on concentration? We know it is denoted by G. As it depend on number of ions, means more the number of ions in the solution, more will be the conductance. So always conductance increases with increase of concentration. G will directly proportional to the concentration of the solution. As concentration increase, conductance will increases. Clear? In case of strong and weak electrolyte, strong as well as weak electrolyte, conductance increase on adding water. What is the reason? Because in a strong electrolyte like NaCl, when limited quantity of water is there, it will ionizes. But there is attraction between the ions. Complete ionization. Degree of ionization is 100% ionized. Or maximum it will ionize. But these ions are in attraction with each other. There is Coulombic attraction between the ions. When we add water to them, means on dilution, what will happen? These ions becomes free. Their Coulombic attraction will decreases due to dielectric constant of water. When we add more water to this solution, these ions become free. Their attraction decreases. Free ions move faster. So conductance will increase. So conductance increases. Clear? Weak electrolyte also, acetic acid, suppose it is weak electrolyte. It ionizes partially in a limited quantity of water. Weak electrolyte ionizes partially. Suppose degree of dissociation is only 10%. What happen if we increase water on dilution? What will happen? On dilution, degree of dissociation increases. Alpha will increase. And as degree of dissociation increase, more ions will be formed and conductance will increases. So whether it is a strong electrolyte or weak electrolyte, conductance increase with increase in water. No doubt conductance depend on the number of ions. It depends on number of ions. More ions means more conductance. In a strong electrolyte, it ionizes completely when limited amount of water is added. But when more water is added, means on dilution, this type of ions becomes free. Their Coulombic force of attraction decrease. As ions free, they are free to move, the conductance will increase. In case of weak electrolyte, on adding water, on dilution, number of ions increases due to the increase in the degree of ionization. Suppose initially it ionizes 5%. If we add water, they will ionizes more. More ions will be formed and the conductance will be more. Now the second is conductivity. How it depend on concentration. Conductivity is denoted by kappa. Denoted by kappa. What is conductivity? Conductivity is the conductance by the ions present per unit volume. What is conductivity? Due to number of ions per unit volume. Number of ions per unit volume. As volume increases, conductivity decreases. As volume increases, means on dilution. If we add more water, if we make solution dilute, then on dilution what will happen? The conductivity K value will decrease. We can understand this. Suppose we have 1 liter water. In this container, we have 1 liter water. Number of ions, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Total 8 ions are there in this 1 liter container. The conductivity is due to these 8 ions because they are present per liter. Suppose I put this solution in 4 liter water. Same quantity but in 4 liter water. Now this container contains 4 liters of water. Still number of ions are same, 8 ions only. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. But conductivity will not be same. Here the volume of solution is 1. Here the volume of solution is 4. Number of ions are same. But I am just increasing the volume. I am just adding the water. I am making solution dilute. Now what will be the conductivity? Conductivity is number of ions per unit volume. So in 4 liter there are total 8 ions. What about 1 liter? Suppose this is the container of 1 liter. 1 liter has only 2 ions. So as number of ions per liter decreases, conductivity decreases. So conductivity is measured by number of ions per unit volume. If number of ions per unit volume increases, conductivity will increase. And if number of ions decrease, then conductivity will decrease. So conductivity is the number of ions per unit volume. Still, if we increase the volume 4 liter to 8 liters, conductivity will decrease. और अगर आप उसमें पानी डाल के solution dilute करोगे, again the conductivity will decrease. So conductivity decreases on dilution. More concentrated solution means more conductivity. On dilution, the conductivity will decrease. Now, molar and equivalent conductivity. How they will change with concentration? Molar and equivalent conductivity. Molar conductivity, we know it is conductivity upon molarity. Similarly, equivalent conductivity is conductivity divided by normality. Now here molarity and normality are the concentration terms. Concentration increase, both conductivities decreases because they are inversely proportional to each other. So if concentration of solution increases, lambda m and lambda eq decreases. It means inverse के विपरीत नगेश के opposite. If we decrease the concentration, if concentration of solution decreases, how concentration of solution decrease? On dilution. मतलब if we add more water to the solution, if we make it dilute, then lambda m and lambda eq will increase this. Both for strong and weak electrolyte. So as more water is added, solution is diluted, concentration less, then conductivity will be increases. Molar as well as equivalent conductivity will increase. Here. Now for strong and weak electrolyte we will discuss. First it is strong electrolyte. To understand how this lambda m molar conductivity changes with concentration, one equation is given by Debye. This is called Ossenger-Debye equation. This equation gives relation between lambda m and concentration. How concentration changes with molar conductivity for strong electrolyte? One equation relate the two terms as lambda m equals lambda naught m minus a under root of c. This is called Ossenger equation, and this relate the molar conductivity with under root of c, that is concentration of solution. What does each term indicate over here? Lambda m is molar conductivity at concentration c. What is lambda naught m? It is limiting molar conductivity. What is it called? Limiting molar conductivity. और क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Molar conductivity at zero concentration. Molar conductivity at zero concentration. Or this is also known as molar conductivity at infinite dilution. Infinite dilution. Maximum पानी ऐड कर दियो, एकदम infinite dilute. At that time, the molar conductivity of solution is known as limiting molar conductivity, lambda naught m. Under root c, c is the concentration of solution. What is A? It is constant. It depends on type of electrolyte. Depends on type of electrolyte. How it depend on type of electrolyte? Suppose we have NaCl, KCl, cesium chloride, CsCl, or we have Kf. For all these type of electrolytes, A value will be same. They are 1,1 type electrolyte. What type of electrolytes they are? 1,1 type. What do you mean by 1,1 type? Positive ion valency plus 1, negative ion minus 1 in all these. So they are called 1,1 type electrolyte. For same type of electrolyte, A value will be constant. Suppose we have second type of electrolytes, calcium chloride, magnesium fluoride, then MgCl2. They have same type of A. They have constant A because they are same type of electrolyte. What type of electrolyte? They are 2,1 type electrolyte. What it is called 2,1 type? Because metal has valency plus 2 and anion has valency minus 1. So they are called 2,1 type electrolytes. So for same type of electrolytes, A value will be same. This is constant and it depend on nature of electrolyte. Now, this equation is, if we compare, then this is linear equation mx plus c. It is a equation of straight line. If we take lambda m on y-axis, molar conductivity is on y-axis, under root of c on x-axis, c power half or root c we can write, mole per liter, concentration in mole per liter. Then if we plot a graph, we'll have a straight line with negative slope. This type of graph will be observed for all strong electrolyte. What is the slope of this line? Slope will be equals to minus A. And what is intercept made by this line on y-axis? This is called lambda naught m. Here it will be 0 concentration, infinite dilution. So at 0 concentration, the maximum value of molar conductivity is known as limiting molar conductivity. इससे ज़्यादा अब lambda m बढ़ नहीं सकता है. यहाँ पे lambda m सबसे कम है. As you move this side means you are decreasing concentration, means you are diluting the solutions. As you dilute solution, molar conductivity increase. On further dilution, it increase. On further dilution, it will increase. At this maximum dilution, 0 concentration means what? Maximum the solution is diluted. इससे ज़्यादा पानी डालोगे तो वो solution नहीं, सिर्फ पानी कहलाएगा. અહીં સુધી maximum dilution થઈ ગયું, એનાથી વધારે પાણી એડ ન કરી શકાય. તો on maximum dilution, the value of molar conductivity is known as limiting molar conductivity or molar conductivity at infinite dilution. So this will be always more compared to lambda m. Clear? This is called molar conductance at 0 concentration or molar conductance at infinite dilution. So this is the graph for strong electrolyte. Now for this strong electrolytes, Corlish gave one law that we'll study. First we will study about weak electrolytes, how this molar conductivity changes in weak electrolyte. This is also for weak electrolyte also lambda m increases on dilution. As concentration decrease, lambda m increases, both for weak and strong electrolyte. Okay. Now if we plot a graph for lambda m and a root of concentration for weak electrolyte, what type of graph is observed? Suppose acetic acid we are drawing, then the graph will be like this. For a strong electrolyte it was like this, and this is for acetic acid, weak electrolyte. This is for KCl, which is strong electrolyte. This is weak. So for weak electrolyte the graph is like this. Initially when water is added, this way means dilution, this is 0 concentration. Here lambda m is less. We are keep on adding water, still lambda m not increases much more. but at this concentration lambda m steeply increase. Means here dissociation is complete. At this point, at this concentration, dissociation of weak electrolyte is 2%. Here also 3%. Here also 5%. But at this concentration, degree of dissociation for weak electrolyte is maximum. So it will maximum ionize, hence molar conductivity increases. One more thing, this graph not cut the y-axis, it move parallel to the y-axis for weak electrolyte. Strong electrolyte के लिए यहाँ पे कट कर रहा था और यहाँ पे कट करके जो वैल्यू आता है वो लैम्बडा नॉट एम आता है. तो आप स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट के लिए तो लैम्बडा नॉट एम निकाल सकते हैं. दैट इज मोलार कंडक्टिविटी एट जीरो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. लिमिटिंग मोलार कंडक्टिविटी कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड फॉर स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट बिकॉज द ग्राफ कट्स वाई एक्सिस. बट फॉर वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट देयर इज लिमिटेशन. On increasing, water will not get zero concentration because this graph is not cutting the y-axis. It move parallel to the y-axis. Now, how to calculate lambda naught m for weak electrolyte? Weak electrolyte के लिए graph से तो नहीं मिल रहा है. अब कैसे निकालेंगे lambda naught m for weak electrolyte? How to calculate? For strong electrolyte like KCl, NaCl, we are able to calculate because this graph is cutting y-axis. Intercept is there. Intercept will give us the value of lambda naught m. But for weak electrolyte, graph move parallel to the y-axis. It's not cutting the intercept on y-axis. So we are not able to determine lambda naught m for weak electrolyte. Now how to determine? For this, Corlish, the name of scientist, he studied some strong electrolytes. He gave a law. By applying that law, we can determine this lambda naught m for weak electrolyte. Now what is the study of Corlish? What is his law and how to determine lambda naught m for weak electrolyte? Now we have to study that. Name is Corlish law of independent migration of ion. Corlish law. Law of independent migration of ion. Independent migration of ion. Corlish law of independent migration of ion. He studied some of the electrolytes. He took some of the electrolytes like KCl, NaCl, KBr, NaBr, Ki and Ni. All are strong electrolytes. He took some strong electrolytes. He found out their lambda naught m values from that graph. He found that lambda naught m of KCl minus lambda naught m of NaCl and lambda naught m of KBr minus lambda naught m of NaBr. Similarly, lambda naught m of lambda naught m of Ki minus lambda naught m of Ni. First he calculated all the lambda naught m values, matlab limiting molar conductance of all these electrolyte he calculated. Then when he compared the values, he found that the difference of lambda naught values for KCl and NaCl, KBr and NaBr, Ki and Ni is same, and that is equal to 23.4. That is equal to 23.4 Siemens centimeter square per mole. No need to remember the value. Just we have to make a conclusion that the difference of these molar conductance are same, and that is 23.4 Siemens centimeter square per mole. Again he took some values and he concluded that lambda naught m of NaBr minus lambda naught m of NaCl is same as lambda naught m of KBr minus lambda naught m of KCl. That is also same, and its value come out to be 1.8 Siemens centimeter square per minute. Now, why these values are same? He studied and he concluded that first he calculated the values for limiting molar conductances of these electrolytes. Then he compared the values. He found that these differences are same and these two differences are same. On studying these conclusions, these values, he gave a law. And what is that law? According to him, in strong electrolyte, each ion contributes its conductivity towards total conductivity of electrolyte. Suppose total conductivity of NaCl, molar conductivity of NaCl is 400, for example. Total limiting molar conductivity of NaCl is 400. Then this 400 is the sum of ionic molar conductance of Na plus ion and ionic molar conductance of Cl minus ion. Independent of ions. Na ની સાથે Cl છે કે Br છે કે I છે એનાથી Na સોડિયમ આયનને કાંઈ લેવા દેવા નથી. સોડિયમ આયનની જે કન્ડક્ટિવિટી હોય મોલાર કન્ડક્ટિવિટી એટ ઇન્ફાઇનાઇટ डाइल्यूशन दैट इज फिक्स्ड. क्लोराइड आयन ની જે मोलार कंडक्टिविटी हो दैट इज फिक्स्ड. यहाँ पे जैसे के साथ Br है तो यहाँ पे जो Br की मोलार कंडक्टिविटी होगी दैट इज फिक्स्ड. हियर ऑल्सो Br हैज सेम मोलार कंडक्टिविटी and molar conductivity of complete electrolyte is sum of ionic conductivities of positive and the negative ion, independent irrespective of the nature of ion. What is the positive ion, what is the nature of negative ion, kaya બે ions combine થાય એના nature ઉપર depend ન કરે. Total molar conductivity of strong electrolyte is sum of ionic conductivities of positive and negative ion. This is known as कोरलश लॉ ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट माइग्रेशन ऑफ आयन. देखो अगर मैं वो चीज़ इसमें अप्लाई करूँ, दिस इज लैम्बडा नॉट एम ऑफ KCl. इसको अगर अपन अलग करें दोनों को तो क्या आएगा? दिस इज सम ऑफ लैम्बडा नॉट एम ऑफ K प्लस, दिस इज Cl माइनस. ओके, माइनस इसको अगर खोलें तो Na प्लस Cl माइनस, which is common. Cl minus is common, so it will be cancelled because they are subtracting. So actually what is difference this 23.4? Say no difference here. This is difference of K plus and Na plus. Same here. Br is same. So conductivity due to Br will be cancelled. It is the difference of K plus and Na plus. Here also I is common, negative ion is common. So conductivity due to I minus will be cancelled. It is difference of K plus and Na plus. सेम चीज़ का डिफरेंस तो सेम ही आएगा. दिस इज ऑल्सो डिफरेंस ऑफ K plus Na plus. सेम हियर K plus Na plus difference. Same here positive ion and sodium positive ion difference. So difference of same thing will be same only. That's why it is 23.4. Now what about these two? Which two ions are common here? Here positive ion is common. See, Na plus. Here also Na plus. So molar conductivity of Na plus will be cancelled. 1.8 is the difference of conductivity of bromine and chlorine ion. Same here. Here K plus common, so it will be cancelled. This is also difference of Br minus and Cl minus. Br minus Cl minus, Br minus Cl minus. Same ions, same difference. 1.8 Siemens centimeter square per minute. So what is this Corlish independent migration of ions? This law states that Corlish law states that molar conductivity, limiting molar conductivity of strong electrolyte is sum of molar ionic conductivities of cation and anion. They independently contribute their conductivities for electrolyte. For example, lambda naught of NaCl will be equals to ionic conductivity of Na plus ionic conductivity of Cl minus. Suppose we have AB type electrolyte, molar conductivity of AB electrolyte will be ionic conductivity of cation and ionic conductivity of negative. So, molar conductivity at infinite dilution of any electrolyte is sum of ionic conductivities of positive and negative ion. Suppose we wanted to write for sodium acetate, CH3COON. This will be the sum of ionic conductivity of acetate ion, which is negative, and ionic conductivity of positive ion, which is Na plus. Now suppose we have electrolyte this type, calcium chloride. What will be the ionic conductivity of calcium chloride? Molar ionic conductivity, molar conductivity of calcium chloride electrolyte. This will be sum of ionic conductivity of calcium ion and ionic conductivity of chloride ion. Twice ionic conductivity of chloride ion because there are two chloride ions. Suppose we have to calculate for molar conductivity of sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. How to determine for Na2SO4? Twice sum of ionic conductivity of Na plus and limiting ionic conductivity of sulfate ions. So if the electrolyte is typed like this, lambda naught of A, X, B, Y, this type of electrolyte, what will be this law? It is X ionic conductivity of Y plus, A plus Y multiplied by ionic conductivity of B. This is the formula by which we can determine limiting molar conductivity of this type of electrolyte. It is sum of ionic conductivities of positive and negative ion, but we have to balance it because this is AX BY type electrolyte. That's why. X times ionic conductivity of A, Y times ionic conductivity of B. These are the limiting molar conductivities of positive and the negative ion. Clear? So what is Corlish law? Corlish law is the molar conductivity, limiting molar conductivity means lambda naught of any strong electrolyte is the sum of molar ionic conductivities of positive and negative ions. And if it is AX BY type electrolyte, we had completed that. How to solve the molar ionic conductivities. Next video we will study further.